Stuart King, Lambeth, Left Unity. I think Alan's just totally misrepresented what we're saying. If you read that First Amendment, it says, for us, socialism is the best way to manage the resources of the planet. And I can't see how anybody can disagree with that. It is the best way to manage resources. That doesn't say we disagree with any struggles under capitalism. It just says that if we actually want to defeat climate change, the best way to do it is to struggle for socialism. I'd like to raise one other point, though, and I think there is a real problem at the heart of this commission, and that is it raises the question, if you see in section 9, that we reject nuclear fission and we reject the building of nuclear power stations. It then goes on to say that because of that, we have to generate masses of more electricity. To find that, it says what we need is solar, wind, and tidal energy. The problem is, and retrofitting and whatever, the problem is any scientist will tell you, any scientist related to climate change, that the figures just don't add up. That in fact, everywhere you go in terms of wind power, virtually not every, but most communities reject it. So we have to go offshore for wind power, which is a very slow and very difficult means of building a new grid, because that's what it means. We would need to have a European wind power section that uses the grid from different parts of the seas in Europe. If we go for solar, we would actually have to use North Africa to provide the amount of solar power, which again would mean it would be very good because it would help North Africa, and we'd have to build a new grid to bring from North Africa into Europe. And the whole method of this section on the environment actually, is purely looking at largely from the British perspective.
I think
but we can only solve
sum up now
on a European level. And to be honest, just to finish,
we don't have
on retrofitting, we would actually have to knock down 30% or more.
We're not giving you extra time. Thank you. We do need to move now.